The luxury paradox nobody talks about. That designer handbag you've been saving for? The one you think signals you've made it? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Actual billionaires wouldn't be caught dead carrying it. While middle-class shoppers drain their savings accounts for brand names they think scream wealth, the genuinely rich are quietly laughing at these status symbols. This isn't about snobbery. It's about understanding how luxury actually works at the highest levels of wealth. Today, we're exposing 15 designer bags the ultra-wealthy avoid like plague and revealing what they're actually buying instead. Number 15. Michael Kors, the outlet tragedy. Michael Kors represents perhaps the most dramatic fall from grace in luxury fashion history. Walk into any outlet mall and you'll find their signature MK monogram bags piled high with 70% discount stickers. This accessibility killed the brand's prestige faster than any scandal could. When your luxury handbag sits next to discounted kitchenware at TJ Maxx, wealthy women notice. They abandoned Michael Kors years ago, gravitating toward brands that would never dream of outlet distribution. Yet middle-class shoppers still perceive that MK logo as aspirational, unaware that carrying one in wealthy circles is like wearing a sign saying, "I don't actually know luxury." The truly rich? They're carrying Bottega Veneta's Intrecciato woven leather bags where craftsmanship speaks louder than logos, with price tags starting at $3,000 and no outlet stores in sight. Number 14. Coach, when accessibility kills exclusivity. Coach's trajectory offers a masterclass in how not to manage a luxury brand. Originally positioned as premium American leather goods, Coach made a fatal strategic error in the early 2000s. They prioritized growth over exclusivity. Suddenly, Coach outlets multiplied faster than Starbucks locations, each one discounting bags to $150 that were supposedly luxury items. The wealthy watched this brand dilution with horror and quietly exited. Today, despite recent attempts at repositioning with higher price points and edgier designs, the damage remains permanent in elite circles. Wealthy women remember when everyone's suburban mom carried Coach, and that association never fades. Instead, they've moved to brands like Louis, where a puzzle bag costs $3,500, and you'll never see outlet distribution because the brand would rather burn unsold inventory than damage their exclusivity. Number 13. Louis Vuitton monogram canvas, the mass market mistake. This might shock you, but wealthy women actively avoid Louis Vuitton's iconic brown monogram canvas pieces. Here's why. Louis Vuitton produces these canvas bags in massive quantities because they're profit machines, relatively inexpensive to manufacture, heavily marketed to aspirational buyers, and priced to maximize middle-class affordability at $1,500 to $2,500. Walk through any major city and you'll spot dozens of these monogram bags daily, which completely destroys their exclusivity. The ultra-wealthy still buy Louis Vuitton, but they choose pieces you've probably never seen. Number 12. Gucci's logo-heavy pieces, when branding goes too far. Gucci's recent era under Alessandro Michele created pieces so logo-saturated, so instantly recognizable that wealthy women fled toward subtlety. Those double G-covered bags became Instagram catnip. Everyone from influencers to teenagers saved up for pieces plastered with Gucci branding. This social media ubiquity destroyed the brand's cachet among old money circles who prize discretion above recognition. After Michelle's departure, Gucci's sales plummeted 14% as the brand realized they'd alienated their wealthiest clients while chasing middle market volume. The rich moved toward brands like Brunello Cucinelli or Loro Piana, where a $6,000 handbag looks deceptively simple to untrained eyes, but signals wealth to those who understand quality. No logos, no branding, just impeccable Italian craftsmanship that whispers rather than shouts. Number 11. Tory Burch, suburban luxury ceiling. Tory Burch built a billion-dollar empire by perfecting accessible luxury. Designer pieces priced just low enough that upper-middle-class professionals can justify the purchase. Her signature ballet flats and logo bags became ubiquitous in suburban America, which is precisely why the genuinely wealthy avoid them. Number 10. Kate Spade, the cheerful accessibility trap. Kate Spade's playful aesthetic and accessible price points made it wildly popular with young professionals and middle-class shoppers seeking their first designer bag. But that same accessibility makes it invisible to the wealthy. When handbags retail for $300 to $500 and appear regularly at outlet malls, they're not luxury in any meaningful sense. They're premium mass market. The brand's cheerful patterns and whimsical designs appeal to customers seeking joy in their purchases, but wealthy women seeking status symbols need rarity, not cheerfulness. They've moved toward brands like Hunting Season, where bags are handcrafted in small quantities, take months to produce, and cost $3,000 to $8,000. No cute patterns, no fun marketing, just exquisite craftsmanship for clients who understand the difference. Number 9. Burberry Check, the counterfeiting catastrophe. Burberry's signature check pattern suffered perhaps the most dramatic prestige collapse in luxury history due to rampant counterfeiting in the early 2000s. When every street corner vendor sold fake Burberry check bags, the pattern became associated with knockoffs rather than luxury. Wealthy clients abandoned the check entirely, even avoiding authentic pieces because they didn't want association with counterfeits. While Burberry has since repositioned toward logo-free designs, the damage to their check pattern remains permanent in elite circles. The truly wealthy now choose brands impossible to effectively counterfeit. Hermès with its hand-stitching authentication, Delvaux with its Belgian heritage and limited production, or Goyard, where each bag's hand-painted pattern makes duplication nearly impossible. Number 8. Prada Nylon, when innovation becomes mass market. Prada's nylon bags revolutionized luxury in the 1990s by proving that expensive materials weren't necessary for prestigious design. But this innovation backfired when the bags became too accessible, too widely produced, and too easily copied. Today's wealthy women see Prada nylon as entry-level luxury, the bag you buy your daughter for college, not what you carry yourself. The nylon's $1,000 to $1,500 price point positions it squarely in the aspirational middle-class market. Meanwhile, wealthy clients buy Prada's high jewelry bags costing $50,000 plus exotic leather pieces, or their experimental runway collections that never reach mass production. The nylon backpack remains a bestseller, but not among the demographic that actually has unlimited budgets. Number 7. Marc Jacobs, the diffusion dilution. Marc Jacobs once stood among fashion's elite but aggressive brand expansion and multiple diffusion lines, confused positioning, and destroyed exclusivity. When Marc by Marc Jacobs, the accessible line, flooded department stores with $400 bags, it signaled to wealthy shoppers that this brand prioritized volume over exclusivity. Even after consolidating lines, the damage persisted. Wealthy women remembered when Marc Jacobs bags were everywhere, often heavily discounted. They've since moved to designers maintaining strict scarcity like Kate, where bags retail for $2,000 to $4,000 and sell out before most people know they exist. Limited production, no diffusion lines, no compromise on exclusivity. Number 6. Furla the Italian leather trap. Furla markets itself on Italian leather craftsmanship at accessible prices, which immediately telegraphs not actual luxury to wealthy buyers. Real luxury Italian leather bags cost $3,000 minimum because quality materials and skilled artisan labor aren't cheap. When Furla offers Italian leather bags for $400 to $600, wealthy women understand the quality compromises being made even if materials are technically Italian. They're buying Bottega Veneta instead, where similar Italian craftsmanship costs $3,500 plus because no corners are cut, no efficiencies prioritized over quality. The price difference isn't arbitrary. It reflects fundamental differences in how bags are constructed, finished, and positioned. Number 5. Rebecca Minkoff, the celebrity collaboration curse. Rebecca Minkoff built her brand on affordable luxury and celebrity partnerships, which sounds smart until you realize wealthy women don't want what celebrities wear. They want what celebrities can't access. Minkoff's $200 to $400 price points and wide distribution through department stores position her bags as premium mass market, not luxury. The genuinely wealthy avoid brands they see at Nordstrom Rack alongside discounted athletic wear. Instead, they're discovering ultra-niche designers like Stalvey, where alligator bags cost $25,000 to $40,000 and production is so limited you might wait years for your custom piece. That's luxury, not what every influencer carries. Number 4. Longchamp Le Pliage, the practical popularity problem. Longchamp's Le Pliage tote became the practical choice for women everywhere. Mothers, students, professionals, travelers. This universal appeal killed its luxury status. When literally everyone from college freshmen to corporate executives carries the same $150 nylon bag, it's no longer special regardless of the French brand name. Wealthy women seeking practical totes have moved to Valextra's leather shoppers, $2,500 plus, Moynot's canvas totes, $3,000 plus, or Goyard's St. Louis, $1,800 plus, bags that serve the same functional purpose but maintain exclusivity through higher price points and limited distribution. Practical doesn't mean pedestrian when you have real wealth. Number 3, DKNY, the Bridge brand ceiling. DKNY positioned itself as a bridge brand, more aspirational than mainstream, but more accessible than luxury. This middle positioning works for middle-class consumers seeking affordable designer names, but completely fails with the wealthy who don't need bridges to luxury. They can afford actual luxury. DKNY bags at $300 to $500 offer no craftsmanship advantages over quality contemporary brands, but cost more due to designer name premium. Number 2, Guess, the logo confusion. Guess has spent decades trying to position itself as designer adjacent with logo-heavy bags that mimic luxury aesthetics at mass-market prices. This strategy works on consumers who want designer-looking bags without designer budgets, but completely fails with the wealthy who recognize the difference between actual luxury construction and aesthetic mimicry. A $120 Guess bag might look superficially similar to designer pieces, but the materials, construction, hardware quality, and finishing differ dramatically. Wealthy women would rather carry a $2,000 contemporary brand bag with honest positioning, Monsieur Gabriel Paulin, than something trying to fake luxury status at $120. Number 1, any heavily logo branded bag, the insecurity signal. Here's the ultimate truth wealthy women understand. If your bag's value depends on others recognizing the logo, you're not buying for yourself. You're buying for external validation. Bags covered in repeating logos, oversized brand names, or instantly recognizable patterns signal insecurity about wealth status. The genuinely wealthy don't need strangers to know their bag costs $3,000 because they're not seeking approval from strangers. They buy Delvaux Brillants minimal branding $4,000, the Rose Margaux zero logos $5,500, or Hermès Birkins tiny discreet logo $10,000 to $500,000 plus. These bags signal wealth only to those who already understand luxury, which is exactly the point. True luxury whispers to those who know while remaining invisible to those who don't. What the rich actually buy, the insider's list. So what are wealthy women actually carrying? Hermès remains untouchable. Birkins and Kellys appreciate and value, making them investments disguised as handbags. Delvaux offers Belgian heritage and exquisite craftsmanship with virtually zero brand recognition outside Europe. Loro Piana's bags complement their $3,000 cashmere sweaters and wealthy women's wardrobes built entirely on quiet luxury. Valextra brings Italian craftsmanship with minimal branding. The Row offers minimalist perfection from Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. Métier creates leather goods for clients seeking absolute exclusivity. These brands share common characteristics: limited production, minimal marketing, scarce distribution, substantial price points, and complete indifference to mainstream recognition. The pattern reveals itself clearly: what middle-class shoppers perceive as luxury pinnacles, the wealthy often dismiss as mass-market products marketed toward aspiration rather than appreciation. True luxury at the highest wealth levels isn't about recognition or logos. It's about craftsmanship, heritage, rarity, and discretion. It's about bags that most people have never heard of, that take artisans weeks to construct, that appreciate rather than depreciate in value. Understanding this distinction separates those climbing toward wealth from those who've already arrived. The question isn't what bag makes you look rich, it's whether you need a bag to make you look rich at all.